Welcome to Whiskey Vault.
Hey, yes. Oh, sorry, we're shooting.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's the thing. Hello. Hi.
So these are both gifts from the patron saint, Mike Callahan.
Mike Callahan, your patron saint of whiskey. What did Mike Callahan send?
So he sent us in 2 different barrel picks of Balcones. I thought, you know what, let's just A-B compare.
Yeah.
So these are both for evidently the brown jug, which is I guess a store pick, right?
Oh, I thought there was a Balcones release called the Brown Jug.
This is single
I
malt.
am well out of touch with Balcones releases. All right. Doesn't sound like a
these are
Balcones
store
release.
picks, right?
Yeah.
And I have a sneaking suspicion that they're based in Alaska.
Why?
Because one of them is called the second largest state, and it puts Texas inside of Alaska.
Right there. Come on. I mean, they're not wrong.
No.
Yeah.
I did hear a joke one time from an Alaskan. He was like, you know, we've talked about cutting Alaska in half just to make Texas the 3rd largest.
Son of a bitch. That's pretty good. Okay.
So they are very different.
What is it? Was it the malt? The single malt?
They're both single malt.
Okay. Yeah.
This one's New American Oak.
Oh. Yeah.
A little over 3 years old.
Sure. Yeah.
And this one is
that a pie?
Sherry, ex oloroso. Sherry.
Sherry pie. Did you see
Sherry pie, yeah. Wah, wah. And this one's almost 4 years old.
Oh.
So we're gonna start with the American Oak 3-year-old.
Yeah. It's, you know what? Any day where you're drinking the Balcones single malt, it's a good day.
Yeah, and keep in mind, we have financial interest in working with these guys. We have employees who've gone from us and now work over there.
They've come to the Bastard's Ball.
Yeah.
They've poured whiskey for people in our Patreon.
There is no version of true objectivity.
Right, but the
possible.
reason why we even have that relationship is because from the start, before we knew anybody over there, we really, really loved their whiskey.
Yeah.
So we'll try to be as objective as possible,
fact,
but take it for what it's worth.
The only reason I even met Jared originally was because we reviewed Balcones on this channel.
Yeah.
That was the introduction to Jared.
And then you found out that you guys grew up in the same places
Well,
and knew all the same people. And,
yeah, we had the same friend circle, it turns out. We know all the same people.
Yeah. This is the sherry pie?
This is the American Oak.
Oh,
so this is a little over 3 years in New American Oak.
Okay. A little bit more tannin on the nose than I was expecting.
New American Oak.
Yeah, but
we're so used to Balcones being sherry cask or used oak.
Yeah.
And we've been doing Lineage and Mirador, all these used oak fruity bombs, right? But this is way more.
It does feel, you know what? It feels more Garrison Brothers on that nose.
It does. It's way more tannin forward and oak. And
Garrison Brothers, another Texas distillery.
are you cold?
Yeah,
Still?
It's fine. It's fine.
Like, I'm turning this off. I'm wishing I brought a jacket.
But once you get past, there's more molasses than I typically get from a Balcones. Once you get past that tannin, really woody, almost a varnish, like dense character, then underneath that there's like a stewed plumminess.
Yeah, the fruit is there, but it takes a little while to get past the spice.
Yeah.
And tannin in order to get down to the fruit.
I think like fully 50%, like half the whiskey, this top thick layer,
at least,
is what that New American Oak is throwing at you.
Hoot dog.
Actually, I like the hell out of it.
That's punchy.
Oh, punch me more. Thank you, sir. May I have another?
Oh, that's so oily.
Wow. Yeah.
And rich, and it goes down like savory, almost.
It's clinging so hard. I feel like I could scrape it off the walls of my mouth and just have
I left my water bottle
syrup.
next door.
Like a syrup. It feels like it would pour out like syrup. You know?
Yeah.
Just that consistency, that slow.
So this is what people think of when they think of early Balcones or like Balcones. People who've tried Balcones a while ago haven't tried the more lighter touch stuff recently.
Yeah.
This is right down home plate for like,
well, I think
Texas malt.
If the Garrison Brothers hardcore enthusiasts,
malt.
if they drank this, I think they would love themselves a malt whiskey out of Balcones.
The fruit, it's so dense and sweet, but not overly clingy sugared. It's the tannins and the dryness. It's actually drier in the nose than it is, or woodier in the nose than it is in the taste.
Yeah, there's a molasses, a brown sugar, stewed plums, Oh, wow. It's like a burnt,
I'm starting to think we should have started with the sherry one
burnt
first.
vanilla. Wow, man.
Definitely like burnt.
That is swinging
It
for the
reminds me of like
fences.
burning sage and waving it around the house.
That
or
is
something.
swinging. Part of the reason why, you may have already said the ABV, 64.3.
Yeah, both of these are in that range.
Yeah.
They're both 63 to
Yeah.
64.
I'm going to give this just a second because the finish on this, man,
Still going.
it's fighting for, yes.
Yeah, we could have
just
shut off the
clawing
camera,
its way
sat
back,
down, had a conversation.
clawing its way back out of my throat, into my mouth. It's like, I'm not going down. It's still there, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got to give it a minute.
that's a beast.
How was vacation?
Good.
yeah.
It was good. It was,
Missouri.
Illinois.
Illinois.
Yeah, effectively.
Yeah.
Only 20 minutes from Missouri.
Okay.
It's good. Good.
Daniel
good
went
folks.
to a museum that he was so impressed by. He says,
Dude.
if given the opportunity,
Yeah.
you'd get back in your car.
Oh, yeah.
With your boys.
Yeah.
14 hours?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Look, if you live anywhere near St. Louis, go to City Museum.
What is it about this museum?
I don't think we have time.
Look, trust me, the finish is giving us time.
Okay.
It's still there, man.
Imagine
Trying to buy
our.
ourselves a minute.
You know how you go to those like science museums where you like get to engage with the science experiments and stuff like that?
Yes, really quick. Eventually it turns into like a craft cola.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
That sort of root beer. You know what I'm talking about? Hands-on science museums?
Yeah.
Okay. It's not science museum, but imagine if you went to a space that bought out a 5-story warehouse,
Okay. Wow.
right? Like
yeah.
the size of Balcones.
Yeah.
That whole building.
Sure, yeah.
Right? And it was Tim Burton.
Oh.
And
all right.
and they were like
literally Tim Burton?
No, it wasn't. But
Okay.
imagine it was, and he was like, "Do whatever you want."
That's pretty cool.
You walk in. First, you walk up, and there are 2 airplanes outside the building.
Yeah.
Like 5-6 stories up in the air.
Suspended in the air, yeah.
Yeah, and there are caged nets and metal.
You can go in?
Connecting them, and it goes up. Basically, it's an outdoor treehouse.
Yeah.
Made entirely of metal cage, and you can climb through it. It's a tunnel. You climb through it, but you're looking like 6 stories down. And you climb up onto the wing of the plane, through an empty body of the plane, out the other wing,
Yeah.
up another whole section into another
cool.
plane.
That's pretty
right?
cool, yeah.
You go inside downstairs.
Yeah, and it's not just for kids, like adults can do this.
Yeah.
Okay.
You go downstairs, and it's all of this wood and concrete tunnels and caverns and things like that. And basically anything you can see that you could climb on, you can climb on it. Any hole you see, you can go crawl into it and see where it goes. Anywhere.
Yeah.
No limits. It's not like a ride where you have to follow your way through. It's just you walk into space and it's like there's all these fake caves and wood beams
All
and
right.
tree
If
houses.
I'm ever in St. Louis,
It's insane.
I'll check it out.
They have a circus on the 2nd floor.
I was just driving through years and years ago, and we did barbecue. It was an amazing barbecue. St. Louis
St.
ribs.
Louis, yeah.
St. Louis ribs. Come on. It was a good
A lot
thing.
of sauce.
Okay.
All right, let's try it to the right.
Yeah.
This is the ex Oloroso Sherry Cask. I'm most excited about this one because I'm betting this is everything I love most about Balcones.
With that big burst of fruitiness, it's wrapped in kind of like a certain kind of nutty quality.
Toasted almonds.
There you go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with, which I always get from Oloroso.
Yeah, okay,
So
yeah, that
that's
makes
how,
sense.
when I'm trying sherry cask finishes, when I get that toasted almond amaretto pound cake, that's when I get Oloroso. That's what I get from Oloroso sherry finish.
I kind of, so just in sheer enjoyment, I like the nose better. It's just, it's less bracing. It's kind of like, whoo, the new oak, damn, that's cranked. Mile high proof, so dense, so concentrated. The sherry finish on this is just, still just on the nose, but it's still
Oh, yeah.
just much more effortless. It's there, it's beautiful, it's very present, but.
Oh, come on. So, still got that dry, spicy tannin, but it's just wrapped in this fruit
Yeah.
cream explosion.
You ever have like a strawberry fruit roll-up? Mm-hmm. There's an element of a strawberry fruit roll-up.
Yeah.
Like that pressed dried fruits in
And
it.
dried berries.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's also got like a honey drizzle.
Yeah.
And, oh.
But honestly-
So look, this is Wyatt Earp in Tombstone.
Yeah.
Right?
I was about to say, this
You
is
tell
more,
'em I'm coming.
This is more traditional American whiskey. This is, all right.
Hell's coming with me. This is the woman dancer that he fell in love with and ended up marrying.
So, you know, she's a sassy beast in and of herself. But I think head to head with this, this feels much more
Graceful.
elegant. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think if we went toe to toe with this and something else, we would realize
This would be punchy.
yes.
Yeah.
How-
And it still is. I mean, it's really hot. And it's still, even this one, the sherry cask one is just clinging and dragging down the throat. I find that this is the direction of a lot of Balcones I've been trying recently.
Yeah.
The sherry.
Yeah.
This is what I remember from earlier.
Yeah, and that's
Balcones.
That's honestly more of the profile I expect out of Garrison Brothers
Right.
than Balcones. It's interesting how Garrison Brothers found that profile and they just charged down that path.
That's what we're doing.
Yeah. And then they kind of went off in another direction. Both make amazing whiskey.
Yeah.
Damn though. And again, another very long finish. This thing is going not quite as long as the American whiskey one.
No, but
Or as the American New
it's
Oakland.
there.
Yeah, but yeah, I think it lasts probably like 3/4 as long. Whew. We got B, C, 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 C. Stupid question time. I understand the age statement on the bottle is significant, but if a bottle sits open or not on a shelf, does it affect the whiskey? Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah. So, okay, so
Yeah.
I answered two ways. One,
he means
in a
open it
bottle.
and then close it again.
yeah,
Okay,
but no.
I thought he just meant uncorked and leave it.
So I couldn't quite anticipate that, but I still get these questions a lot. And so here's the answer. Whiskey does not age in the bottle. Wine changes in the bottle.
Assuming the cork is on.
Well, it doesn't age. Whiskey, once in the bottle, is done aging.
Right.
Now, once you've opened a bottle, it can change based on how long it sits, and it accelerates the more air, the faster it changes flavor due to evaporation.
Yeah, ethanol, it evaporates and it's just lowering the proof and it's becoming
And
more...
if you open it over and over and over and over, it will definitely change its flavor profile over time.
It generally
But it
gets
doesn't age
softer.
longer.
It generally, if it's losing a lot of ethanol, it gets softer, more diluted. Sometimes you'll go to a bar and they don't do a good job of corking the bottles
taste
after
soapy
they're... Yeah, it'll
and
taste
thin.
soapy and thin and weak and diluted, and
I
that's...
had that happen last week.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What was the whiskey? What was...
Jameson.
Of course.
Of course it was.
Yeah.
You would think, though. So my trick is, at a bar where you're not sure, get the budget shit because they probably move through it faster.
Yeah.
Didn't work this
Didn't
time.
work?
No.
Should we call them out and shame them?
No.
Is McDonald's.
Yeah, their whiskey selection is for
Actually,
shit.
I would go to McDonald's if they had a whiskey selection.
Oh, I don't think I could be talked back. Actually, I like their breakfast. I always get the breakfast.
No.
I have a soft spot for McDonald's breakfast.
I could go for chicky nugs. The chicky nugs?
It's not. It's just mystery meat.
No, it's not. It's actually chicken, the rib meat.
Yeah, everything in McDonald's is mystery meat.
Well, it's a tempura fried.
Yeah.
They have, there's some celery salt in there. I actually watched Grant from Mythbusters do an episode in the McDonald's Chicken McNug factory talking about, yeah, I know way too much about chicken McNuggets. But then by the time you get like, the chemicals and the artificial whatever, then it's thrown off.
Frozen and
Yeah, then who knows what it's doing. Paul Richter, every time Daniel says, it's fine, it reminds me of every time I was in a relationship and the woman said, it's fine.
yeah. I'm fine.
This is fine.
fine.
This is fine. Hell yeah. Yeah. I don't think you can go wrong, though.
No, both of them equally astounding, but definitely done a certain direction. Like
You say astounding.
I love them.
I say exceptional.
Yeah, but like really in a specific wheelhouse.
Oh, yeah.
Like
yeah,
if you're just used to makers,
Yes.
and you're like, let me try one of those, you're gonna be in for a
That
ride.
is a very good point. If somebody doesn't like either of these kinds of whiskeys and you pour this for them, they're not going to have a good time. But if you're into it, you're going to love it. Here's to fighting stealing your drink.
If you fight me, I fight for a friend.
Steal me, you steal your
You want to try that again?
steal your lover's heart.
If you drink.
May you drink with us. I've been drinking a lot today.